Hello, it's Coach Karen Mays coming here, as I often do after the healthy hangout that I host every Sunday at 7:30 Eastern. And we get together, we talk about being on a health journey, we celebrate each other, we share wins, we encourage each other, and most of all, we share stories and get to know each other. And tonight's topic was one that is really important, and it's deceptively simple. The goal is to help everybody remember to embrace the work in progress that we are, the masterpiece you can be. There's a quote that I didn't make up, wish I did, that I'm allowed to be a masterpiece and a work in progress all at the same time. And we all are. I'm allowed, you're allowed. Let's allow ourselves to be imperfect. Because, you know why? You know what I've learned? And I'm not the only one, but for some reason we all need to learn, or a lot of us need to learn this by experience and noticing what it is we're actually doing to ourselves by trying to be perfect. For me, a lot of times that meant getting ready to get ready, or waiting for the perfect time. And often, that never happens. So at some point, it's either do it or don't do it. And that can lead to huge piles of things to do. And how does that make you feel? Or it can lead to a long list of goals that are just never accomplished or even really attempted, because it's not the right time. And I think my mind started to open to this idea of not waiting for the right time when I was ready. I was considering being ready to start my health journey back in 2015. And it was late October when I first spoke to my coach. Her name is Nora. And I thought, you know what? I want to try this. I've never done something quite like this. Back then, I thought I was just starting another diet. I didn't realize I was getting myself into a whole lifestyle transformation journey. And I looked at the calendar. I said, now? Am I going to start now? By the time I get started, it's going to be November already, and my son's birthday, and then there's Thanksgiving, and then there's Christmas, and maybe I'll wait till January 1st. That just makes more sense, right? And then I looked a little further into the calendar. Well, sure enough, there's a family birthday at the end of January, and then vacation in February, and I was like, you know what? There's never going to be a right time, so now it is. Thank goodness. And because if I had decided to wait, I don't know if I ever would have started. And that is one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life, was to start. So I think that was big for me, to decide that there wasn't going to be a perfect time. So now is the perfect time. But the thing about perfectionism is that the best you're ever going to feel at the end of the day is inadequate. And you're not inadequate. And so what if, instead of focusing on all the things that didn't go right, all the little boxes that didn't get checked, all the to-dos that didn't get checked off, all the woulda, coulda, shouldas, what if we decided to focus on the things that did go well, that are going well? For a lot of us, this starts out as a gratitude practice. That has certainly been really helpful for me. And the way I make that simple for myself is I write down 3 gratitudes that are from the previous day. When I tried to do this years ago, it ended up being repetitive. And maybe this is not the case for you, but it ended up being, I was writing the same thing. I'm happy for my healthy family. I'm grateful for my husband. And it all true, but it became repetitive, and it just wasn't working. Didn't take. And so when somebody recommended that I focus on just the previous 24 hours. What was I grateful for in the previous 24 hours? That really shifted it for me. And I started to be able to create a lot more gratitude that made sense to me in my brain. And I was able to carry that feeling into the day. And it really centers me. So it's funny how all these different things play into each other. And I'm still working on this. I am the ultimate work in progress. I am working on my self-talk and my perfectionistic tendencies every single day. So I want to know if you think you're a perfectionist. And what is that like for you? Is it working for you? I think sometimes we wear it as a badge. And I'm someone who believes in excellence. And how can I not believe in excellence? Well, excellence is different from perfection. It's very, very different. The pursuit of excellence is an incentive to get started and drive and do things. And the pursuit of perfection is very different and often leads to analysis paralysis and inadequacy. I said it before, because there's always going to be something that didn't go quite right. And that's okay. That really is okay. And so it's a little bit of self-acceptance and self-love and choosing. It's an active choice to focus on progress. When we did a challenge in my group, we used this habit tracker for weekly habits, and every check mark, it can be tempting to focus on the ones that didn't get checked off, but every check mark is really a win. And so that is why, as a coach, I'm always trying to encourage people to look at the wins, look at what you did do, what went well, what are we celebrating? So important. So I found these fun affirmations. I don't know if you're into affirmations, for perfectionists. See if any of these sound like things that you want to work on. I let go of the need for other people's approval. I love and accept myself. I am enough. This is enough. I have enough. I am worthy. I am whole. I focus on my own journey and my unique path. My worth does not depend on my work. My worth does not depend on my productivity. I own my story. I trust the process. Any one of those is a great place to start. So I'm going to leave it there for tonight. Let me know what you're thinking about progress versus perfection. It's a pretty powerful topic, and I would love to chat with you about it. Put in the comments if you're going to join me in doing these affirmations and see if it makes a difference for you. Have a great night, everyone. Make it a healthy one.